what would we do without them? We wouldn't enter ideal H environments or environments that are dangerous to life and health. It is extremely important that this equipment works at peak efficiency and at a moment's notice. So how do we do this? We do maintenance checks. So let's go ahead and do one. My department carries the Scott Air Pack. This is the NXG2 model, 45-minute bottle, and it's a carbon fiber bottle. So first we're going to start with the mask. I'm checking the lens for any scratches or gouges, really anything to impede the firefighter's vision, which this mask looks awesome. Next, I'm checking the rubber. I want to make sure that there's no cracks, it's not getting too old, that it still looks like it's in good condition, which it really does. And now I'm checking the straps, make sure that they still have some elasticity to them, that they're not fraying, and even this back piece looks good. Now, in addition to this mask, we also have a voice amplifier, which uses a battery, and it looks like this needs to be replaced. So it's good that we're doing this check, because that green light would come on. For the cylinder, we're looking for any major gouges or scratches or carbon fibers sticking out, anything that will affect the integrity of the tank, and it looks okay. The hydrostatic test is good, and the PSI in the tank is 4,000. I want you to notice how this regulator was stored. It was stored upside down, which lets the tubing stay straight in storage. If it were the other way around, the tubing would be bent and it would put unnecessary stress on the tubing. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect it from the holder. And I'm looking at the regulator as a whole for any major damage, and this looks pretty well intact. The purge valve should be closed, the air saver switch on, and my clip should have good spring to it. I'm going to go ahead and open up the valve. The vibe alert should come on. No airflow from the regulator. You will hear 3 chirps. These 2 lights will turn bright and then turn green. So let's go ahead and open it. I'm going to open it all the way. I didn't hear any airflow leaks, and my lights are green. So we want to check our 2 gauges, our remote gauge and our cylinder gauge. Remember that they should never be more than 100 psi apart. We're going to check the regulator with the mask. I want to make sure the regulator still works how it's supposed to. We're clipped in. I'm going to put the mask against my face, take a few breaths, remove the mask, and then click the air saver switch.
Perfect! This mask is doing what it's supposed to do. I don't hear any air leaks around the mask, so let's go ahead and remove it.
And the air saver switch did exactly what it was supposed to. Next, we're going to check the purge valve. That works. So we're going to have 3 checks of the pass alarm. Now I'm going to hold this tank nice and still for about 20 seconds, and the pass alarm should go off into pre-alert mode. Alright, that's our first check. Our second check is to let it go all the way off into full alert mode, and we're going to hit the reset button twice slowly to turn it off. Our third and our last check is the manual alarm. So we're going to hit the manual alarm button and then hit the reset button twice to turn it off. Perfect. Now we can go ahead and close the cylinder valve. I want you to notice the heads-up display of the regulator. You can see we have 2 lights, which means we're at a full tank. Now, we just closed the tank, so how come we have a full tank? This is just a representation of what's left in the system. But when your tank is turned on, this will be an accurate representation of what air is left in your tank. So I'm going to go ahead and purge the rest of the air that's in the system, and you will notice that the lights will start going down. This is exactly what the firefighter will see when they start to run out of air. So we have 3/4 tank left. One half. And running out of air. Good, and that's exactly what should happen. So I'll make sure that the purge valve is closed, reconnect it on our holder, and let's turn off the electronics part of the pack. And that's easy. All you do is 2 clicks, you hear the beep, and your pack is off. We are finished with the maintenance check. All we have to do is document that this particular unit was looked over and return it to its original location. Changing the tank is very easy. We're just going to unclip the strap so it's nice and loose. Take your 2 thumbs, put them in the holes, and just pull out. We heard the descending tone, which says it's disconnected correctly. We just pull that out. Our new bottle, we can just slide in, and we want to make sure that there's no dirt or debris inside this nozzle. We just hook it up, push it in. We have our ascending tones, and we know that it has been properly connected. All we have to do is snap it in, and it looks nice and tight.